So we start off the episode with Clarice heading up to the attic to talk to the Oracle to get her quest. And, okay, respectfully, I'm gonna go sit on a log this summer and just sing campfire songs and eat s'mores. I'm not doing all this for a quest. Nah, y'all could get somebody from episode 2 that was volunteering like a dumbass to go do this quest. Yeah, let's all volunteer for the quest that we're likely gonna die on, idiots. Alright, so we got our main three, Annabeth, Percy, and Tyson, avoiding the Princess Andromeda. And I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy how hard Annabeth was meat munching Clarice last episode. Just to ditch her at the first sign under zero pressure. If I was Clarice, me and Annabeth gotta lace up the gloves. It is what it is. So we got our main three aboard the Princess Andromeda and they're about to get cleaned up and whatnot. And then you hear Tyson talking about I'm cold. Grown ass Cyclops talking about I'm cold. Yeah, this quest is cooked. So we get Ares giving the classic gym teacher speech. And at the same time, he gives his daughter a very ominous threat. I don't know how I feel about that one. Somebody check her for bruises later, but yeah. So the gang realized the ship is boarded with monsters, so they try to devise a plan to escape. And suddenly, Fine Shit shows up. And all I'm gonna say is, maybe Luke's side isn't so bad. Unfortunately for Fine Shit, Percy already had a wet dream about her, so he knows that she's a spy. But respect to her, because I'd be way too awkward to double cross somebody like that. What do you mean we just give each other a hug and now you're pulling out your knife? Oh, hell no. Tell me why Annabeth and Percy are cross-teaming and they're still getting 1v2'd until she decides to run and do a somersault over the side of the boat? I guess. We cut back to Clarice trying to give a war hero speech and to imitate her dad, but it comes off more like the speech where the kid is like, guys, Coach was right. If we want to win this thing, we have to work together. But you know what? She's trying and her heart's in the right place. Yeah, those soldiers don't give a fuck. We get the scene of Annabeth trying to gaslight Percy that Luke is a good guy. And honestly, it doesn't really work for me because in this show, I don't get the vibe that Annabeth and Luke are actually close like that. I don't know, they got no chemistry. When I see them on screen, it's like I'm watching two strangers at school interact in the hallway. Am I tripping or do you guys notice that too? We get the grand reveal for Kronos' coffin and that's what it is. Okay. And then Luke proceeds to drop a 6-minute diss track on Annabeth talking about how she was never actually involved and she just puts herself in situations that have nothing to do with her. And all I'm gonna say is, damn. Meanwhile, Tyson's just enjoying the life of luxury over at Luke's camp, eating stuffed crust, pepperoni, pizza, and shit. They don't even use the word monster over there. If you say it, they look at you like you just said a slur. And honestly, he looks happy. Bro, we all would have joined Luke's camp. Yes, we. Unfortunately, Tyson is too stupid to realize how good he has it, and he concocts a makeshift bomb so that they can escape their new lifestyle. Why? Clarice finally strings together the right combination of words to motivate these deadbeat fathers. And if this show is doing anything good, it's Clarice. She is the MVP of this episode by far. So Annabeth finally drops the news about the Great Prophecy and basically reminds Percy that he's the main character of the show and that he needs to start acting like it. And then we conclude the episode selling off into another week of disappointment. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit. I feel like so far we're doing a bit better than season 1, but not by much, to be honest. I feel like this season still has the same issue as the first one where there's barely any tension and there's like never really a sense of danger for these characters, and a lot of the dialogue just feels like forced, like I'm watching a Percy Jackson theater reenactment. And I don't know if my expectations are just too high because I used to be the kid that would get in trouble for reading Percy Jackson at school. So maybe I'm just never gonna be satisfied with an adaptation. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed because Rick was talking crazy how this is gonna be monumentally better than the movies. And if we're being honest, the first movie was at least memorable. I'm sure it didn't follow the story beat for beat, but these episodes just go by and it's just I don't even know like how to explain what happened. It just felt like filler. And I hate to be harsh because I love this series. I grew up with Percy Jackson. Like I used to be the biggest fan of these books. That's probably why it just feels so underwhelming because the books captured a magic that this show is just not capturing. I don't know. Hopefully the second half of the season can pick things up. We'll see. Anyways, this is my first type of video like this, so we'll get better as we go. But yeah, let me know in the comments how you feel about this, if you agree with my frustrations with this show, or leave a like, or just, yeah, let me know how you guys feel. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the same time next week.